It's time to take you on a tour of my coloring stations and where my coloring supplies are stored. This is going to be a video blog format, but if you get bored, I'll leave some time codes in the video description. First, I'd like to share some videos on the horizon, so don't forget to subscribe for these. I recently celebrated a special milestone, my first year in adult coloring, so I've been finishing up that video. The second video I plan to do is the November Coloring Challenge. I will share a hint. This will be my first Illustrator-focused coloring challenge, and I'll announce that in the next week. In celebration of my first year coloring, I did grab some goodies, so I'll be sharing those coloring books and coloring supplies very soon. My first giveaway and trivia will also be shared soon, and then I also have 2 organization videos planned. I work from home the majority of the time for a sustainable IT company, but once I'm off work, I'm either gardening, playing with the dogs, cooking, or I have other projects in my room which I'll share. So the first coloring station is actually 2 in 1. It's in my office. Time for some organized chaos. So on top I've got some little mouse pads and my polychromos. I have some of the hardback books up there. Project books here. Some coloring materials, so if I have loose coloring materials, I'll put it in that basket. Let's go someplace that's not organized. Got some coloring supplies up here that need to be organized. Multiple project books that I was working on or was going to color are there. Like the top 12 of the year that I wanted to color and stuff, I always look in there. Some of those type of projects, and the other side's got more coloring supplies and colored pencils and rolls. Going over here, I don't want to go through this right now. It's not very organized right now, but it's organized enough, but there's some spots that are not organized, so I'll share that in a future video. Here is this is my project. It's like an art table that can pop up for watercolors and stuff. It's got multiple drawers with different projects, so I'll be organizing them soon. It's got like stencils and like, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, it has all my color charts and stuff like that, so it's kind of embarrassing to pull out right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to torture myself. I've got a sewing machine here, kind of hidden behind here. I got one of my Blythe dolls here. I'm trying to customize a doll lately, so that's what I've been using this table for. And I basically removed this little pad here whenever I'm doing that kind of stuff. So I got my Sarah Renee Clark cubes over here, some gel pens, and I do have more coloring supplies, but like I said, I'm not going through that. I'm not going through that. I'm not going to torture myself and feel guilty about how unorganized it is right now. I've got my 2 little garden hats out here because I've got a garden that I'm restoring. This garden has had some troubles the past year. This actually is one of the 2 ways that I record video that I wanted to share. This little light is kind of attached to it, and you can kind of move it around. I could change the heat. I could change, like make it cooler, warm tone and whatnot. So you have seen me at moments doing flip throughs. So some of the older flip throughs that I have been finally getting to and sharing recently, they were done on this table. And then the other way that I record video, I'll have to set it up and then I'll show you how that's done. Aside from that, I have one last area that I am concealing. So what do you think is behind this? Let's see. If I get 500 likes, I'll post a video with what's behind this. So please give a like and I will do a follow-up video. I gotta show you 2 more areas. I'm gonna show you how I do my typical, when I'm doing like videos and stuff for flip throughs, I'll show you that. I gotta set it up because that's where my desk is. So sometimes I'll flip that out. And then I'll also share where I color in the living room. One moment. Alright, so this is how I record. I have an older phone that I use for some of the videos, and so I take the little mobile phone clamp, place that on there, then I move this laptop, and then I roll it out. One other tripod I use every now and then. This is with my DJI Osmos. And so that is usually used when I'm outdoors. And that's actually one of the ways that I'm doing my collections organization video, which you will see pretty soon. Huh, Legend? So this is Legend. This is Luna. Hi, Looney. Yeah, I got some animals. I got Rocket Dog. Yeah. I got all these animals that are saying, let's go outside. They're gone. All right, so it's dog time. This is a typical day for me. Australian cattle dogs need at least 2.5 hours of physical and mental exercise every day. This means that you can't just walk them or just play fetch. They need some kind of job or even a strategic puzzle, or they won't get enough mental stimulation and they actually go kind of crazy. Now that the dogs are good, let's move on to the garden coloring area. When the weather is nice, I color in this area that I call the garden vista. It's a place where I relax to view the garden area, whether it's me coming out for coffee, watching the birds that come by, or sometimes I'm working in the garden and it's a wonderful place to see my progress. Sometimes I use a metal clipboard, and other times I'll use the foldable desk that I'll share in a moment. My garden is getting revamped, and unfortunately some tree trimmers killed some of the plants. But here's a look back at the garden vista last year. Let's move on to the living room area. This is where I color with the family, watching a TV show or listening to an audiobook. Oh, and this is the folding table that I sometimes take to the garden. Bear in mind, I only use colored pencils in the living room. Legend is quite the cuddler, and he literally has to get up every 5 to 10 minutes. And that does mean that I can't use other coloring supplies because he tends to just make it splat all over the place. Alright, now that I'm sitting over here, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this page. But first, the dogs want to say bye by playing a little tug-of-war. I hope this video brightened your day as it did mine. Thanks for watching.